Hello friends, in the last tutorial video already we have discussed about the continuous probability distribution, but there the video was based on the density curve. But today we are discussing about the same topic, that is continuous probability distribution, but today that is probability density function, or that is known as in small PDF. The probability density function PDF of any continuous random variable capital X, and that is denoted by fx, is a function that satisfies two main properties. Number one, fx must be greater than equal to 0 for all x, and integration of fx dx is equal to 1, where fx dx is particularly the lower range is from x and the upper range is x plus dx. As the continuous random probability is connected with the term that is known as range, so the summation of all probabilities is particularly the summation of the areas under the density curve. So that's why we are using the integration in that case. If we look after the density curve given here, that is from our previous video, we can see that is our range. That means x less than capital X, that means our random variable name, that is less than x plus dx. So that is the point for x and that is the point for x plus dx. So if that is our density curve, then that is our function, and that the area that is particularly defining the PDF. The above two conditions are equivalent to the fact that the density curve fx is on or above x-axis. Already we know, that is from the definition of or the properties of density curve, and the total area under the density curve is always 1. So here the first one, that means fx is on or above x-axis, so that must be our greater than equal to 0. That means the every and each and every probability must be greater than equal to 0. So that's why it is on or above x-axis, and the total area under the density curve is always 1. So that is defining the integration of the total area fx dx is equal to 1. Now if we look after the thing here, that means the probability, that is p, x, that is the random variable, takes on the values in an interval I. That means the any interval has been given. So the area under the curve of the function fx above the interval I, that must be, and that is the summation of fx dx. The curve of the function fx must be the density curve. So that is our fx, the density curve, and that is the I. Okay, so that is the area which takes on the values in an interval I. Suppose that is from A to B, that is our range. So in that way, so the probability that x belongs to I, so in that way that is our density curve, and that is our function for the density curve, and that is known as particularly the PDF. Okay, so that has been once again defined. If I be an interval AB, then for all values of small a and small b, and the range is that one, the PDF is giving us that one as 1. So before we discuss the PDF problems with any example, we have to remember 4 important terms or important things. Number 1, the complete fx must be belonging from 0 to 1. That is obvious. Fx is always a non-decreasing function of x. That means f of x1 is always less than f of x2. That means if we have fa here, so that is fb, and obviously that must be that one, because fx or the PDF is always a non-decreasing, that means increasing function of x. So as b is greater than a, so that must be fa less than equal to fb. And finally, if there is no particular range has been given, so that end minimum, the most minimum range is in that case minus infinity, and in that case on the right hand side that is plus infinity. So what should be the values? That is f of minus infinity is 0 and f of plus infinity is equal to 1, and those are the values, and those are need when we have to solve any problem. Let's check with an example. Let a random variable x has been given and that have the PDF fx is equal to cx into 2 minus x, and for the range has been given from 0 to 2. So first of all we have to find out the value of small c. As fx itself is a PDF that has been given and the range has been given from 0 to 2, so we may say 0 to 2 fx dx is particularly 1, and that is the normal property of the PDF. Now fx has been given as, so we may write it as 0 to 2 c into x 2 minus x of dx. That one c has been taken as common from 0 to 2, and 2x minus x square dx, and after integration we are getting it as 2 into x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 from 2 to 0, or we can say that c into x square minus x cube by 3 2 to 0 to 2, and that one is simply we can say 2 square minus 8 by 3, or c into 4, we can write it as that 1 minus 8 by 3, or c into 4 by 3, but that one is equal to particularly 1. So we have c is equal to 3 by 4, and that is the result here. Already we have found out the value of c. Now we have to find out that is f of 1. Now what is the meaning of f of 1? Now f of 1 means p of capital X less than equal to 1. So we can write it as from 0 to 1 of, and c is on the other hand or as a multiplier, and x 2 minus x of dx. So that means less than equal to 1 means from 0 to 1. as we have already found out the integral here, sorry, that one, so we can write it here and we can find out the result as half. The next problem is given as x greater than half. X greater than half. If we look at the range here, suppose that is 0, that is the upper bound 2. Now that is the point, suppose half. Now it has been given, we have to find out p x greater than half. So that means from just the after point of half to up to 2, not the point up to half. So we have to find out, at first we can find out the value up to from 0 to half, then the total value obviously we know that is 1. So we can say p of x greater than half is just nothing, that one is equal to 1 minus p of x less than equal to half. So if we want to find out less than equal to half, that means c 0 to half here and x of 2 minus x of dx, and here that one is the result, that is 5 by 32. So px greater than half is equal to 1 minus that one, and the result is 27 by 32. The final question here, that has been given half is the lower range, lower value, and the up 1 is the on the upper value. So we have to find out, we can say that one as f of 1 minus f of half. Already we know the value of f1, that one is half, and already we know the value of f half, that is 5 by 32. So simply we can get the result as 11 by 32, and that is the way how we can find out the PDF values of continuous probability distribution.